3, 2, 1. Boom, clap, sound of my heart, the beat goes on and on and on and on. Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk a bit about my driving experiences, because it's come to 2 years since I actually passed my driving test, which, you know, it's flown by really, and I really love driving. It's probably one of the best things I've ever learned to do. Yeah, my driving instructor was really nice, you know, like, I mean, sadly she's moved to Cardiff now, but yeah, she like, when I passed my driving test, she even gave me the SpongeBob keyring, because we used to talk about SpongeBob quite a lot. First of all, just going to go through some tips for like aspiring drivers. First of all, there's absolutely no pressure, like, you know, to kind of start learning to drive like as soon as you're 17. I mean, well, not that there's any pressure, but like a lot of people do want to start learning driving ASAP, but I mean, and, you know, to be honest, I don't really blame them, but, you know, it is very expensive. So, you know, you need to kind of make sure you're ready, both financially and mentally, and, you know, you need to make sure you're kind of committed to learning to drive, really, because, you know, and, you know, the more practice you do, like, the quicker you're going to pass your driving test as well. You know, luckily for my 18th birthday, I was kind of lucky enough to be insured on like the car that I'm driving now. Wonderful, which is the Volkswagen Up. So yeah, I do love the car. It is a really good car. I like customised it a little bit, like especially this year. So it actually feels like, you know, you know, I'm the one that's driving it. You know, it feels a lot like my car now. I'd also say, yeah, definitely, you know, especially when you're learning to drive, like, it's better to kind of be, you know, even, like, you know, if you feel like you're going a bit slow, then that's okay. Like, you know, it's probably better to kind of go too slow than, like, too fast and, like, put yourself in danger. I don't want to sound patronising, but, like, you know, other drivers will be considerate towards, like, people who are learning to drive. I'd also say, you know, if you can, you know, practice often, you know, practice driving, you know. Yeah, another thing about this is, like, you know, if you're practicing outside of your driving lessons, you know, it's probably one of the most stressful times for a parent. I think some tips, I'd say make sure that, you know, whoever's like helping you practice, make sure that, you know, they make themselves clear, make sure that, you know, they give clear directions and instructions. Yeah, also, like, the safety of a passenger is just as important as, like, you know, you may think you know what you're doing, but like, you know, it's also equally as important to, like, make sure that your passengers are safe, because you know, it just kind of puts people on edge, which might put you on edge, you know, and you don't really want that when you're learning to drive. Yeah, definitely obey road signs, you know. You know, if it says go at 30, go at 30, do not go at like 40, you know, try and stay as close to that speed limit as you possibly can, because you don't really want to hold back of it. I mean, you know, I know I know people like learning to drive, but, like, you do not want to, like, hold back, like, other drivers from getting work from where they need to be. They're not going to put you under any pressure, like, you know, just so long as you just don't crash into them or do anything stupid like that. It'll be easier if, you know, you do obey the road signs, you know, make sure, you know, you slow down at sharp bends. Yeah, definitely listen to who's giving you instructions as well. I mean, because they'll be, like, the passengers, if you like. Well, they will have more driving experience than you, because, you know, you can't really drive on your own with, like, small children, sort of thing. And no video games do not count. Like, Mario Kart is not an accurate it is not an accurate way of driving. Well, I suppose it does help, but, like, you know, like, it'd be a bit, I panic quite a lot if there was, like, banana skins and blue shells all over the road. Yeah, I'd also say when you learn to drive, get to know as much of your surroundings as you possibly can as well, because it'll just make things a lot easier for your driving tests, and make things a lot easier for, like, you know, practice driving and stuff like that. Yeah, and also, yeah, when you like, you know, if you're revising for your theory test, like, you know, make sure you sort of, like, revise, like, you know, your theory test, like, you know, as soon as you're ready. You know, you can't just, like, revise everything in, like, 2 days. You do need practice. You need to take mock tests and all that kind of stuff, really. Like, so, you know, make sure you are, you know, make sure you're revising, because it is crucially important that you pass your theory test, because otherwise you won't be able to go into your practical. Okay, so things I've noticed since driving. Motorway driving for the most part is awesome, unless like the roads are completely congested. That is not awesome. But yeah, I mean, even though people, I can understand why learning drivers aren't allowed on motorways, because they are huge roads and, you know, it can be quite stressful. There's like, you know, it's like loads of different rules and stuff like that. But like, you know, you get to go, like, you know, it's probably faster than like any other road. I'm not a boy racer, okay? Like, let's just get that clear. I do obey like road signs, but like at the same time, like, you know, it is really nice to kind of go fast without much limitations and stuff like that. And it is such a lovely feeling when you overtake, like, you know, a slower vehicle. I'm telling you that now. It is such a lovely feeling. I'm just like, yes, I'm faster than you, you're losing and stuff like that. Yeah, also with the ability to pass your driving test and go on motorways and stuff like that, there's more opportunities for you to go on road trips. You know, and it's just a lot more freedom. Like, you know, if you have spare time, you can go wherever you need to go. It's also useful for jobs as well. You know, if you need to kind of drive to work, then like I do, like I have to drive like half an hour when I have to work. I mean, I do like the drive actually, because, you know, because I have to drive along a dual carriageway, so like so it's not like the worst drive in the world. Yeah, however, there's parts of driving that I do not enjoy, like, which do cause complete and utter road rage. I am prone to expressing road rage, to be honest. Yes, so some examples of things that give me road rage, like drivers that are too slow, drivers that unnecessarily overtake, yeah, drivers are going stupidly fast, and, you know, people who think they own a road, like, so say if it's your right of way at a junction and they try to kind of butt in anyway, that is really annoying. Or like at a roundabout when, like, you know, you're driving around a roundabout but people try to get past you at the very last second. That is really annoying. And also where I live, there is a lot of traffic lights, like seriously a lot of traffic lights, and they are so not in sync with each other as well. So, like, and, you know, it's kind of annoying because, like, you know, in my town, the traffic lights are either on your side or completely against you. Like, you know, you can have like a nice run through the town centre, like, you know, without like coming across many red lights at all, maybe just one or two. But like sometimes you have to stop at every single light, and it's pretty much around like every corner, every roundabout. It is so annoying. Also, one thing, like, when I'm in the car, I seem to swear more in a car than in any other situation I'm in. I don't really know why, that's just me, like, it is really, really weird, but yeah, like, I think that's a side effect of road rage. You know, if you do end up feeling worked up, like, for whatever reason, you know, try and stop at your nearest opportunity. Yeah, if you're not, just pull up, like, you know, into like a kind of small street, or maybe a car park if you're like in a town centre or something like that. Like, you know, just kind of let all frustration out, talk to someone if you need to. Perhaps if you have water in the car with you, maybe have a drink of water. And especially like if you've got passengers in the car, like, you know, if you're feeling angry or upset, then, you know, it is good to stop anyway, even if like they want you to carry on and stuff like that. You know, if you're angry or upset or anything like that, you're not really in a fit state to drive, really, to be honest. Like, I mean, yeah, it's the same like as if, you know, definitely don't drink and drive, by the way, because that is really bad. But equally, like, you know, if the passenger's upset, you know, you should sort of like need to stop, because, you know, for all that we know, they could be like sick in your car, and we do not want that. Insurance is expensive, but, like, you know, if you can afford it, sometimes you probably just have to bite the bullet and, like, just kind of go for it. Like, it'll get cheaper over time. You know, like, I think next month my insurance is going down by about £30, I think, which is amazing. So it gives me more spending money. Yay! Yeah, it just depends on when you want to learn to drive. Like as I say, like I said at the start of the video, you kind of need to be financially ready for driving. So yeah, I think that's it. So yeah, thanks for watching my video. Please share with me your driving stories. And yes, please stay tuned on my channel, and please subscribe and what have you. Okay, and yeah, okay, I'll see you well, okay, stay tuned and I shall see you soon. Bye!